Rochdale, Greater Manchester, a community where dozens of young girls were groomed and sexually abused, and where police and other agencies failed in their duty to protect them. It's been going on for years, but only in 2012 were the voices of the victims finally heard.
I was already living away from home by that point. I was just used to being used and abused daily. It could be up to 5 different men in a day. Yeah, sometimes every day.
It was details like that which triggered the inquiry and tomorrow's report. Already we know that there were almost 13,000 serious sexual offences against children in Greater Manchester over a 6-year period, but just over 1,000 convictions. And that in the first 9 months of this year, more than 3,000 youngsters went missing from home. Those runaway numbers are a big worry.
We know when people go missing from home, they're more vulnerable to be groomed into CSE. That's because they're more likely to go to hotspots where they may be targeted by perpetrators. But we also know when people are involved in being kind of groomed and exploited, they're more likely to go missing as well.
Harry is 13 and has run away many times. Working with the Children's Society means he now knows it's a dangerous choice. Do you understand the risks now?
Yes, I do right now. But I did not understand when I was then. I might have understood a little bit of the risk, but not all of it. Like I understood that strangers can be dangerous. But then I thought in my head, oh, but they can be really nice and helpful at the same time.
The full report into child sexual exploitation in Manchester will be published tomorrow and will look in much greater detail at the scale of the problem and the effectiveness of the police response. For some, improvements can't come fast enough. Margaret Oliver resigned as a Greater Manchester police officer. She believes the force and the system failed the children she was trying to protect.
These are children and they never recover. They never recover from the abuse. But I think it's far worse when they put the trust in the agencies that should protect them and are once again let down after having put the trust in those agencies to seek justice on their behalf. We have to address it. We need radical changes.
The likely conclusion is that there is a problem in many parts of Greater Manchester. But the challenges are not limited to this region. How best to tackle child sex exploitation is an urgent and growing priority for communities across the country.
I've been